Draxus and this is Conarium. Let's get to it. That should show up on the stream, alright. See, this game understands. It brings you right to the settings screen. It knows you're gonna change shit. I don't know about you guys, but it's blasting my ears. Actually, I will leave it up for you guys and just turn it down on my headset. That is better.
All life is only a set of pictures in the brain, among which there is no difference betwixt those born of real things and those born of inward dreamings.
Love me some H.P. Lovecraft. Oof. My vision's a little distorted. Shiny. Ooh, echolocation. Hello, person. There's a void.
No more can we harbor ourselves on the safest shores, for there are things that cannot be undone.
The mouse movement feels weird. That's a bit better. It's still going all over the place.
Dr. Faust, is that you?
I I have very big gloved hands. Was I messing with time? I was messing with time, wasn't I?
Oh, my head. The pain. It is terrible. At last. The pain is subsiding. I thought my head was about to explode. This device. Its noises are resonating in my mind.
Okay, so I can use it, but I don't think it does anything except count forward in time. Yay, a torch. Or as Americans call it, a flashlight. I suppose I should read this to people. All the participants consumed the diversahi mixture 5 minutes ago, and they have entered some kind of altered state of consciousness. All of them are now vaguely mumbling in their sleep like they are chanting something, but the sounds are not conscious. They seem restless. I detect movements in their limbs, and, as always, I wonder if it is because of something that they are actually seeing beyond. Actually seeing beyond? As always, the device is humming and glowing, but this time the atmosphere is different to the previous sessions. Whatever the reason for this might be, it feels almost like the fantastic device is signaling something in a code I don't recognize. It is becoming more and more stressful to be alone here, in the midst of this cold, dim, and incense-filled room. It sounds to me like the intensity of the subject's mumblings is much stronger now. Colors and shades are dancing on the walls with the rhythmic ins and outs of the device. I can hear the wind howling outside. Maybe a snowstorm is approaching, or something even worse. Exactly 5 minutes and 3 seconds have passed now. They have drifted beyond my area of expertise and guidance. I cannot do anything further except wish for their safe return. Okay, so don't use whatever for more than 5 minutes. Got it. This kind of reminds me of Soma and how it's like how I'm moving stuff. This is totally where people would go to get high.
Hello? Anybody here? Where is everybody? Locked. Looks like we're having a power problem right now.
Oh, I believe that's an elder thing. Someone correct me. I may be I may be getting my Lovecraftian taxonomy wrong. Familiar visits the lower chambers once more in the form of a black cat. Its spectral image echoes throughout the 7 rooms. What sin called it out from this hollow looming, dim and ghost-like? I wonder if it's referring to like a witch's familiar, or like familiar as in familiar, like being familiar with someone. I mean, it didn't make much sense either way, but the witch's familiar thing makes a bit more sense, and that was a thing in certain Lovecraftian tales, the ones that dealt with gods and, you know, the witch's house. I feel like we might be on a ship, just with how close the corridors are.
Locked. It's locked. It's stuck.
Yeah, swish, swish, wind. Of course, the grossest, most dilapidated door with, I don't know what that is. It's not blood. Ectoplasm. With the ectoplasm in front of it, it is the door we have to go through. I feel like I should have brought a coat. Okay, that looks like a door, but it's embedded in snow. I wonder if my first quest is going to be for a snow shovel. Just checking. Oh, so that's semi-melted snow. No, something's blocking it. Nope. Thought that looked a bit too advanced the plotty to be the immediate answer. Tulapu?
Mind is cloudy. All I can remember is
Upawat.
the establishment of the Upawat Antarctic base. And after that, nothing is clear.
This is what I came through, yeah. Alright, let's try going straight. My gamer mind rebels against this thought, but we'll try going straight.
It's not safe to go further away from the expedition base in this weather.
Hmm. So I've gone down there, and it's awfully cold. Ha, cold. I've been up on this thing. There is nothing here. Let's try going around this way.
It's easy to get lost in this weather. I'd better stay close to the expedition base.
Oh look, I got an achievement. What are you doing out there? I would like to know that. And I can't go further. Okay, something must be in this room. Yeah, this looks safe. Wait, did I just need to keep pushing? Oh, that's going to be a pain in the ass. That's a mechanic. No, you can't just try once. You're going to have to try and try and try and try and try.
This hose was tampered with.
Yeah, okay, so I just put in the gas. I need to find a bit of hose.
Locked.
Okay. Oh, okay, I was searching all over for the hose. It was right below, and I just needed to click the same spot a couple times. So now, when I turn on the power, things should work? There's noise. The gauges aren't moving, though. No, it didn't open the door. But we have power. Which means we can probably enter some of those doors in the first area. Just know something's gonna jump me on the way up. Unless they're going for a slow dread kind of horror, that would be cool. That's definitely more a Lovecraftian feel than, you know, somebody jumping out at you. Attention crew members who are having problems sleeping. Examinations conducted regarding the increase of accidents recently led me to believe that the reason behind them is some kind of intense cabin fever. Symptoms for this problem are insomnia, severe headaches, seeing visions, or hearing voices. Crew members who are suffering from the above symptoms are required to refer to me personally or for a thorough checkup. This will also be the main topic of the general meeting that will be held tomorrow after lunch. This issue poses serious problems regarding safety at work, so it must be taken heed of soberly. Medical practitioner, sign. Oh yeah, there's no way anyone could read that signature. Weather notice. A snowstorm is expected to hit for the next 2 weeks. It is of utmost importance to take all cautionary measures and inform all responsible personnel when going outside. Please be aware that the radio connection between the base and the ship may not be available during this period. Okay, so no one can call for help. That's how... Oh, God.
What was that?
No. That was a no. We're not going upstairs yet. Doesn't look like anything in here.
If his coat is just right here, where is he now?
I found a walkie-talkie, so maybe...
Locked.
That's not creepy at all. Someone was a Whitland. Not bad work. The neck's always the hardest part, you know.
If his coat is just right here, where is he now? It's locked. 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 It's locked.
I'll take it. Maybe I can hit someone with it. Alright, what did that do? Hello, talking head with a mouth in your forehead.
Who are you?
I'm Frank. Frank Gilman.
Is that so?
Is there a problem with that?
My name is Frank Gilman, an anthropologist joining this expedition upon the invitation by Venerable Dr. Faust himself.
This thing is claiming that it's me. That's absurd. Why? You're claiming that you are me, Frank Gilman, but you are just a machine.
And you are just air.
Air? What do you mean by that? It doesn't answer me. Where is everybody?
They are here.
What do you know about Dr. Faust?
Saludame,
He is the
Paula.
great mastermind and the pioneer of this expedition.
I know I butchered how that's pronounced.
I don't see anybody around. Are you sure?
Yes,
Okay, Frank. Tell me, why are you here exactly?
I am here because of my extensive knowledge on the human pineal gland. I am one of the Conarians.
Conarium?
Voyagers beyond.
Beyond? What beyond? No answer.
So that was creepy, but informative. Sort of. I wonder if that thing, like, because I was using it, it was tuning into my own, like, mental patterns.
Locked.
I keep hearing doors opening and closing.
I don't remember where my keys are.
And it keeps creeping me out. Every time I hear a door open and close, I figure something's coming up behind me. One of the composite sculptures we've come across during our initial field trips, it has an open third eye on its forehead as well as inside its hand, which I think indicates some kind of state of knowing, because allusions to knowledge and elder things recur all the time in almost every bas-relief we have discovered so far. All this leads me to believe these creatures inhabiting those halls have acquired some kind of knowledge from the elder things, fabled creatures of primal myth. Alright, so we're dealing with elder things from the Cthulhu mythos. Not the worst things we could be dealing with. Not the best, but not the worst. Those nightmares have become unbearable. I still see the same man in my nocturnal visions, but now he is holding something in his hand, which I believe to be a lotus flower. We seem to be continuing this grave and serious conversation again and again, but I still can't remember the contents. During working hours, sometimes I hear his voice through the radio. It is not a form of meaningful sentences, but more like some unconscious mutterings. I'm afraid to tell anyone about this, for I hate the very idea of the suspension I will probably be facing. I am inclined more towards the notion that our nocturnal visions are not just fainted, fantastic reflections of our waking experiences. Every time I pass into a state of dormancy, somehow I can explore while I am dreaming the vistas of grandeur. An alien prospect and unnatural disposition, so vividly expressing the utter extent of this world, I have yet to discover. If only I was endowed with the artistic skill to describe my visions. All I know is that all this became evident after the Conarium sessions had started. Even though I am not one of the participants, I am somehow affected. I feel I am absorbed, well in an unconscious state, into the oblivion, crossing the line between the wall of sleep. Okay, it sounds like people are going into the dreamlands now. I'm pretty sure the Elder Things didn't go into the dreamlands. The Elder Things were, they transferred their minds, into the future, into the bodies of cockroach swarms, like hive intelligences. I could be wrong. Johann D. Witt.
Locked. It's locked.
Oh, I wonder if that's to one of the private rooms here. Nope. Anyone of them have crew boxes or footlockers that could be opened by this key? That looks like it could be what it's from.
Locked.
Nope. Maybe more will be explained on the upper floor. So just state a consent form there. Dr. Witt's medical records. All of the members awakened without any problem except for Frank Gilman. That's me. All of a sudden, his heart ceased beating at around 1:45 a.m. He was extremely cold and there was no detectable pulse. While I was preparing to perform cardiac compression, he momentarily opened his eyes. I am unsure how much time passed since his heart failed to beat, but it can't have been more than 5 minutes. And then came the event that shook us all. The cause was the very words Frank uttered directly to Dr. Faust right after he awakened. Don't know how to explain it because his voice was muffled and almost indiscernible, but I am convinced that the voice I heard did not belong to Frank. As a medical doctor, I can say that this is not completely impossible. Damn it. This is not completely impossible for someone in his condition, but there was something wrong with what I heard. It was a sound that no human vocal cords could produce. So I got possessed. That's good times.
It's stuck.
Canteen. So all the food's just been sitting out rotten. That's great. Super sanitary.
It's stuck. It won't open.
Feel like I should probably get in there, but
Locked.
incubators of some kind. Maybe not incubators, but they might be caloric test chambers, where you burn stuff in them to tell how much energy they put off. Hello.
It's stuck. It's stuck. It won't open. It's stuck.
Mushrooms.
Locked.
Link elevator.
Looks like I need something to get this elevator to work. What was the need for such security measures? What was the need for such security measures?
It looks like the spot where that handle would go, but it's not letting me do it.
This is Frank Gilman from Upuat Antarctic Expedition. Over.
Yeah, that's about what I expected.
I guess nobody can hear me.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's stuck.
Link elevator has been set up. It can now reach the tower and bottom levels below the base. Camp equipment and parts for the portable submarines are being transported to the first camp. Okay. We have a submarine, apparently.
What was the need for such security measures?
So that looks pretty similar to that, but apparently it won't work. Alright, let's find those stairs, because I know we saw stairs at some point. Yeah, up here.
This is Upuat Expedition Base. Pequod, please come in. I repeat, this is Upuat Expedition Base. Pequod, do you hear me? If there is someone who can hear me, please, come in. Some electrical condition in the disturbed air seems to prevent communication.
That's about right. Okay, I really don't see any more handles. I need to figure out what this key is to, probably. Can I talk to him again? Didn't look like anything new would come up with them, so...
Did I lock my door?
Yes, I know I locked...
Keys are.
Yes, you locked your door. Might as well check the starting room. Maybe the keys have mysteriously appeared there.
This device, its noises are resonating in my mind.
Keys, keys, keys. Okay, that was the clue to go outside and start with the power, which I didn't need. But there's the clue. There was nothing really else really outside, like...
It's stuck.
Gonna double check the living quarters. I'm pretty sure there was nothing left in here, but... there were a whole bunch of those dolls here. Aha! Yes, that was the key. I've noticed a very curious and dangerous development in the psychological condition of the whole crew that compels me to record this note as an initial diagnosis report. The problem is especially intense for three subjects: Dr. Barlow, Dr. Anderson, and Frank Gilman, me, whom I have been inspecting closely since the onset of their psychological degradation. During the past 2 nights, the aforementioned subjects awoke, screaming in their beds, thus affecting and demoralizing all the crew members. When I spoke to them personally, I noticed some serious deviations in their behavior patterns. As time progressed, I noted deep changes in their mental conditions. When really pushed, they clearly started to behave like someone else, which led me to believe I was facing some sort of multiple personality disorder, but it is too early to draw any conclusions. Other subjects are not too far a cry from their normal personalities, but the difference is, of course, obvious. Their condition is getting worse day by day, and a serious medical examination is needed to be carried out on everybody displaying such symptoms. I informed Dr. Faust and warned him about the consequences. He looked worried, but nevertheless hasn't mentioned it to me since. With the weather conditions we have been having lately, it seems extremely unlikely that we shall receive professional help from the outside world, or will be able to send anybody away for a thorough medical examination, which is the only sane thing to do under the circumstances.
If his coat is just right here, where is he now?
I really wish I could be like, if I ask him where my keys are, because, I mean, like, he thinks he's me. Maybe he knows. I know we're close to what we have been looking for. During the adaptation sessions we hold here in the meeting room, I feel a guidance of some sort, something pointing towards the destination we seek. This could mean we are now in sync with the ancient source. I don't think you want to be in sync with that. The wearable Conarium we're carrying on our left arms connects and thus receives sensations from the same ancient source, and sometimes I wonder whether there has ever been another soul during humanity's relatively brief period of existence who was able to achieve such a feat. Within such shunned and elusive sources I've gathered from around the world, it is said that the extraterrestrial species, the Elder Thing race, built it after passing through a stage of mechanized life on other planets, but its purpose remains unclear. So, the wearable Conarium connects and thus receives sensation. The same. Alright.
Okay, Frank. Tell me, why are you here exactly?
I am here because of my extensive knowledge on the human pineal gland. I am one of the Conarians.
Conarionaut?
Voyagers beyond.
Beyond? What beyond? No answer.
Well, I found an extra thing, an extra story thing, so that was good.
stuck. It's stuck. It won't open. Locked. Locked. It's locked.
Okay, so I think I need to get into storage to get the stuff I need, but... You can skip the elevator sequences, yay! I feel like there has to be something more with this center glass chamber. I mean, they made it pretty, you know, just for it to do nothing.
What was the need for such security measures?
Alright, we're coming up on an hour, so I'm going to call it there. Not sure where I'm supposed to go next. Alright, thanks for thanks for watching. Oh, hit like and subscribe, you know, if you like this video. Bye.